Hey everybody, Perfect Castle here, and I'm covering the Chasing the Skies update. I know I'm late to the news and stuff, and there's a lot of good videos out there covering all the features, but I still felt like I wanted to make a video on all of it. So yeah, I personally dubbed the update Leads to Joy update, because a lot of the features are involving leads, and then the Happy Ghast, that's just my fan title for this update. But anyway, as you can see, we are in a bedrock preview, and we have vibrant visuals on by default. Everything looks kind of cool. It's like ray tracing, or not ray tracing, more like shaders, but it's in the base game, and Minecraft has had their own spin on it, where it's very pixelated, shadows, and everything just looks really cool. But yeah, before that, let's quickly just give ourselves some clue, because I want to show you guys a bug. But anyway, firstly, let's discuss the dried ghast. This is a new item / block you can find in the soul sand valleys, and they'll be located inside of the rib cages of the fossils. And yeah, if you're not in the mood to look for new chunks that have them, or let's say you have a longer term world, you can craft them. Here's the crafting recipe. You use soul sand and ghast tears. It's 8 ghast tears and 1 soul sand, and then you'll get yourself a little dried ghast. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Kind of a little bit depressing that you need to kill a ghast in order to get the tears to make a baby, so kind of weird. But anyway, here's the bug. Okay, so yes, you can do what the sign says. You can subscribe if you enjoy the video. I'm betting you probably can't tell what color dye I used on this sign that says Bugg. And that is because, for some reason, in Vibrant Visuals, sorry, my tongue twisted a little there, the signs don't look like they give off any color unless you use glow ink on it. And as you can see, it's actually supposed to be light blue, but it just looks black. So if Mojang is watching this, or if anyone wants to report the bug, yeah, you need glow ink to be able to know what dye you use on a sign. But anyway, if you have your little dried ghast and you go over here, we're gonna have a little ghastling soon. They saturate in water. It takes a lot longer. I put the tick speed up to 100. I'm just gonna quickly get myself the lead in here. See, you can hear the cute little hums, and then here you have little Ghastling. You can feed them snowballs to make them age a bit quicker. And yeah, they're pretty cute. I kind of like the Ghastling. The Ghastling I'm not too bothered by. But then we get to the Happy Ghast. I wasn't a massive fan of them, because they kind of replaced the scaffolding in a way where you're able to build off of them, and I don't know, I thought if we're gonna get a flying mob, the Happy Ghast wasn't on my bingo card. But a lot of people seem to love them. My one friend is really excited for them, and they've grown on me since the preview started coming out. But yeah, as you can see, we have a new recipe for leads. If we look in this one, here's the old recipe. It used to be 1 slime ball and 4 string. Now it's 5 string, and you'll get 2 leads. So now it's a lot easier for you to get leads, since, well, you're probably gonna lead a lot of stuff with how the new mechanics have changed. But anyway, I'm gonna quickly just skip time here, because I want to get myself shears. Okay, so we have our little Ghastling over there, and then we have our ghast over here. Then we have this boy over here. Here we have a actual ghast, Happy Ghast. And you're able, if you get off, if you press shift, you're able to stand on them, and then they stand still. So this is what I meant when I said that you can kind of ignore the whole scaffolding stage. And I feel like it's a little bit easier to get scaffolding. No, a little bit easier to get a Happy Ghast than it is to get scaffolding, because you're kind of dependent on a seed to get the bamboo needed to make a lot of scaffolding to make a castle. But with a Happy Ghast, you can just place the ghast where you want, shift, and then just continue building. But anyway, so wherever you're looking, you can control where they're going. The up and down is you have to look up and you have to look down in order to move them wherever you want them to go. But yeah, and basically I think if you feed them snowballs, they'll follow you around, or they'll just naturally follow you around through curiosity. But if you want to know how to make a harness, this is the crafting recipe for the harness. You need 3 leather, 2 glass, and then a dyed wool of your choice. It can be the plain wool as well, and then you'll get the normal harness. Okay, So I found a little bug in the preview. Apparently you're supposed to be able to cut off the horse armor and the saddle by crouch right-clicking without just getting rid of the lead. And the same with if you wanted to shear a sheep, you'd have to shear it by crouching, and then to get rid of the lead you'd be stand shearing. But okay, the problem is there's a bug where if I'm crouch shearing, it gets rid of the lead for some reason. And even if I'm stand leading, so it's led, so I'm not gonna crouch, it still gets rid of the lead, which is not the intended behavior. But anyway, I guess I can't show that feature off because it's a Java exclusive feature for the time being. But anyway, so I was just trying to say that in the future it will probably end up being where if you crouch, you'll be able to get rid of your horse armor, and then if you place it, then you'll be able to, if you're standing up, you'll get rid of the lead primarily. But yeah, anyway, you can shear off horse armor and saddles, which you couldn't do before. Normally you'd have to get on the horse and then get it all off. And that's pretty much the new leading mechanics in that regard. Okay, I'm gonna fly over in creative because I just wanted to show off some of the new lead mechanics. So basically, you can have multiple mobs led to... You can have multiple mobs leading off of one animal. So you could have your happy Ghast tying like a horse and a cow and a sheep. And then over here we have ourselves a villager. I'm just gonna get myself a lead. And then if you take the boat, like let's say you wanted like to get a villager from one village that you got to get somewhere else, you could just take them on a boat ride. I don't know if there was just a happy Ghast here. So yeah, oh, well, I have to crouch. Okay, if you want to place something onto something else, you need to crouch. So if I want to tie him up there, so if you want to tie a mob to another mob, you'd have to place the lead on the mob, and then you have to crouch place it on the other mob you want to attach it to. And then, also if you have bigger mobs like the sniffer, which you normally also can't get into boats, you can kind of also get them, let's quickly take you over. Here we go. Here's the green Ghast. There we go. So you can take big mobs like camels and sniffers and just tie them up to your happy Ghast as well. So yeah, that's pretty much most of the features. It's the locator bar, it's the leads, it's the new crafting recipes, and pretty much that's the gist of it. And then lastly, they just added some new soundtracks, and then they've added a new music disc. So we're gonna go over into survival here, and then yeah, we're just gonna pop in. I think this music disc's name is Tears. Yeah, it's Tears. So yeah, and we're gonna end off the video with this. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe.